Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
Please, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, tell 'em turn it out till they get no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, I'm gonna see go. I am not afraid of the storm that comes my way.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, it is.
It is everything is coronavirus and government and elections and
I mean, I feel hunky dunky. Life is tickety boo. Don't.
the wrong show.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong show. Good
Sorry.
good hustle
Jeez.
though. Good
Yeah,
hustle.
Thank you.
No, everything but it's all the same crap and I'm so beyond all of it. I'm done. I'm done with all of it. So, we're going to focus on normal things that keep people, the norm. What would be going on if apparently a low version of the zombie apocalypse was happening?
Oh, well,
Mm-hmm.
today is St. Patrick's Day.
It is. Today was my grandfather's birthday.
Aha.
How old would he would have been in his 90s?
So that's how you remember it.
Yes. As a matter of fact, when I get off of the show, I will be having a PBR in his honor.
Oh my gosh, a PBR? Really?
Yeah. Well, okay. He used to drive truck for PBR.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
in response, because I didn't know, and I don't have PBR, I will have a shot of vodka in his honor because potatoes.
There you go. There you go. See? There you go. It all works out the same. But yes, today being St. Patty's Day, and normally this weekend and last weekend would have been huge.
Huge!
For the Utes.
Oh, the Utes of
kids.
America. You got to get up with the Utes.
Yep. With all the drinkings and the carousing and the carryings on.
All those things.
Does anybody really know who St. Patrick is?
Is anybody out there? Gotcha.
I just went through the song. And
I know you did, and that's the best
you.
part.
Yeah.
It's the best. Oh, that was a good one. All right.
This is a guide. Okay, so the history of St. Patty's Day is obviously March 17th.
Yeah.
Is when we always celebrate St. Patrick's Day. And
Oh,
it is not-
Patrick.
Yeah. Contrary to popular belief, it is not a day devoted to drinking.
No.
I know, it sounds crazy.
What?
It's not.
So much wasted time.
No. On March 17th each year, millions celebrate the traditional feast day of St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland.
So it is about drinking. It's a feast day.
Feasting is more about eating.
Yeah, but you got to drink something.
This is true. I will give you that. So basically, we're going to go everything that you need to know about the first ever St. Patrick's Day parade in history, behind the traditions and all that jazz, the corned beef and the cabbage and all that crapola.
Right.
Who exactly was the St. Patrick? No, Saint was not his first name.
I'm really glad you asked. Really glad.
Are you?
Super glad.
You are sitting there with bated breath.
Oh, yes, I am waiting patiently.
St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, was born.
I really.
Suckett.
One more time?
Mayo and Suckett.
Okay.
I got
Close.
it. Is. Or Sucat. Excuse me. It might be Sucat.
Nah, we're good with suck it.
to a Christian family in Roman Britain in the late 4th century A.D. Shortly
Whoa! Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
Christian, Roman, Britain?
Yes.
I thought he was Irish.
Yeah, but Britain.
He was British.
It,
He wasn't. He
he
Irish.
was part of
at all. He wasn't from Ireland originally. That's what we're trying to get at here.
Uh-uh.
No. Anyway, continue on.
Shortly before he was 16, Patrick was captured from
Yep.
the villa of his father.
No, Maywin was captured.
Yes. Well, no, Patrick.
Maywin.
Yeah, Maywin.
Suck it.
He was captured from the villa of his father, Copernicus,
Suck
by a
it.
group of Irish raiders who took him to Ireland, forced him into Sèvres.
Ah, so he wasn't Irish until he was forced to it.
Yep. 6 years later, he escaped home to Britain, his religious faith strengthened during his time in slavery. Believing that he had been called by God to Christianize Ireland, he later returned to Ireland as a missionary of the Catholic Church.
Ah, so, he was a
That was-
colonizer.
Yes, and that was when he adopted the name Patrick.
Ah, you didn't do it.
Mm-mm.
You didn't do it.
No,
You didn't do the Latin.
My Latin is not very good. I did study it for several years, and I still can't speak a lick of it. But it derives from the Latin for father figure. He played an important role in converting the native Irish to Christianity, traveling around the country, performing baptisms and confirmations.
It sounds like Saint Patrick really wanted to be your daddy.
By the end of the 7th century, St. Patrick had become the legendary figure and was made a saint, although he was never formally canonized. Legends around St. Patrick, which are still told today, include the story of how he drove the snakes of Ireland into the sea. To their destruction.
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Sorry.
Supposedly after they began attacking him during a 40-day fast. Natural historians have suggested that there is no evidence of snakes having ever existed in Ireland. Well, of course not, because he chased them all away.
Right. And also, have you ever seen snakes on a plane?
I hate that movie. I actually could not. Well, I watched it once, and I could not keep my. I sat in the chair, and I could not put my feet on the floor.
Yep. Sounds about right.
No.
Sounds about right.
The legend though that I've heard is that it actually wasn't actually snakes in the
It was
in a literal way. It was the Druids actually.
right. He got the Druids to leave. So not real snakes, but poisonous vipers that were the Druids. In other words, he Christianized the nation and made all the people that weren't Christian go into hiding.
Pretty much. He allegedly had been chased out the Druids.
Allegedly.
So why the color green?
Ah, I am so glad you asked that. See, though green dominates celebrations today, it was traditionally the color blue. He was his shades were blue, specifically known as the St. Patrick's blue, as it were. That was the first associated with the saint, the first color associated with the saint. The earliest depictions of St. Patrick show him with blue garments in a blue window. Blue was his color. Everything was so blue.
I'm blue.
Dabudi. Dabudai. Yes.
Dabudai.
These are the same colors that appear on the ancient Irish flags. They were blue at the time. Though green dominates the celebration today, the color blue was first associated with St. Patrick. The earliest depictions show him in a blue garment in the 1300s 13th century folio La Vie des Saints.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very well done.
Thank you. All right. In 1541, when King Henry VIII,
King Henry VIII, I am.
was declared the first English king of Ireland, he used a gold harp and a blue flag for the Irish coat of arms. The blue shade also appears in the 18th century Order of St. Patrick, an order of chivalry created by George III.
There's a word you don't hear very often.
Chivalry.
Chivalry.
It's
because
dead.
no one is chivalrous anymore, because you can't be chivalrous because it's
It's
part of
wrong.
hatred.
Okay. Chivalry's wrong. Okay.
So, when was St. Patty's Day first practiced?
Oh, we forgot.
I didn't forget.
Yeah,
I was
you
just moving
you
on.
skipped, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Look, you can't skip. So why green?
Why green?
Why green? Because the Irish Rebellion in 1798 said that they changed the color to green, and they used the shamrock, and they said, screw it, he's our saint, he's wearing green now.
We're going to completely remake the guy.
Exactly. It's like Santa Claus, completely remade 7,000 times.
We don't like the way he looked. The blue is not our color. We're going to go with green.
Blue is too much royalty, so we're going straight green.
There you go.
That's right.
So then when was the first St. Patrick's Day celebrated? Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually hot. Sorry.
Although Patrick was venerated as a saint in Ireland from the 7th century, he was never formally canonized. It wasn't until the 1630s that March 17th, the traditional day of his death, was added to the Catholic Breviary, a book of prayers, the Feast of St. Patrick. By the late 17th century, Irish people were celebrating the day by wearing crosses, ribbons, or shamrocks. Tradition had it that he had used the three-leafed plant to explain the Holy Trinity.
Ah, well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is all just, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
So, were these early American parades and expressions of Irish nationalism? I mean, is that what they were?
No! Initially, they were dominated by the Protestants loyal to Britain.
Breton!
It was only after American independence, the suppression of the 1789 Irish Rebellion and the flood of Irish Catholic immigrants to America in the mid-19th century, that the ethos changed. There's also a change. That's when they really started changing again, as Steve mentioned earlier. The color was blue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They replaced it with what we now know as Irish green. There you go.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so when did the first St. Patrick's Day parade take place?
The first parade.
On the first day of the parade.
No.
Starting walking towards me.
No. I was thinking of the last parade. But anyway, the first parade has long been believed to be a small celebration by Irish colonists held in Boston, Massachusetts in 1737. However, a 2018 historian, J. Michael Francis of the University of South Florida, found evidence that suggests this is in March of 1601. Residents of the St. Augustine in Spanish Florida gathered together and processed through the city streets in honor of St. Patrick. So it went from, Irish folk celebrating an Irish guy in Boston to Spanish folks celebrating an Irish guy in Florida.
Basically.
I think the Floridian might have had a little bit of bias.
Well, no, if you look at it, so the Bostons did it. It was the Irish folk in Boston were celebrating an Irish guy.
Yes.
The
Spanish folks in Florida.
Spanish folk were celebrating a Catholic guy.
Right.
That
He's
said,
a Catholic guy.
I think oh my God. And this was so technically this was the first St. Patty's Day parade.
Possible.
First green parade, though I always think of black parade.
That's what I'm saying. I'm there.
No, you don't, because you don't know that song reference.
I do know that song reference.
I may have to call shenanigans on that one.
Okay, I'm sorry that I was good for the 2000s. All right? I'm sorry that I actually
know
know.
in 2000s. This was
It was the 2000s.
It was. It was 20.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 08? I think.
2008, 2010. Yeah, the
Did-
Black Parade.
did Black
Yes,
Parade
I do
come out
know.
in 08?
Look, my wife is an emo kid. Yes,
I know she is.
I know of the Black Parade, sir.
That's one of the best albums they ever did. I don't care what anybody says.
Hey.
Argue me. Anyway,
I don't think anybody will.
no. Why is corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes the traditional fare of St. Patrick's Day?
Well, when we inaugurated in 4th of March, 1861, the 16th president of the United States chose a meal of mock turtle soup,
wait a minute. So mock turtle. So we did.
followed by corned beef hash and cabbage, a dish traditionally associated with St. Patrick's Day feastings.
Why? What's a mock turtle?
I don't
Is
know.
it not a real turtle then?
No, it's a turtle with a mock neck.
What does that mean? This is not Spoonie Radio. I have no idea.
A mock neck?
Nope.
A turtleneck?
No. I'll
Get-
say
it's a sweater. It's a turtle with a sweater.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Come on, get the reference.
I was homeschooled.
Oh my gosh, dude. Beef was not traditionally an Irish dish. It was under British rule that the cows came from the came to be farmed for meat for the British Empire. For meat, I'm sorry. In the era of the colonial rule, beef's prohibitive costs in Ireland meant that beef became synonymous with well-fed British aristocracy in the middle class.
Yes, we're going to have some beef dip tonight, Reginald. Would you like some?
But later,
Later.
with the invention of corned beef in the 17th century, corn not meaning that it actually has corn in it, but for the fact that it has giant corn-sized salt chunks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they used to cure the beef. It became a little bit more easily attainable, put it that way. So it's not really the beef itself, but the fact that the substantially lower salt tax gave them a little bit of a reputation for an Irish export in the corned beef area.
Well, goody for them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I don't really care why they.
Chicago is
Chicago's river is green because it's nasty. Have you ever?
It's
been to
disgusting.
It-
They're telling you it's polluted
It's like why is the rivers in New York brown? Ugh.
because it's polluted.
The Bay in Jersey. Ugh.
Yeah.
Don't
That's just-
drink the water.
That's
But anyway.
exactly what it is. It's fine. Go over to the Twitters. You have Priceless6 telling us, I hate you at Stephen Airy. It's not Earworm Wednesday. Hashtag arm yourselves. I told her,
Okay.
I don't care.
See, again, Brad, Uncle Brad,
Uncle Brad.
on the Daily Mojo.
Yes.
He established Earworm Wednesday.
We did not.
Steven and I have never been.
We've never relegated that to a day.
No, we have not. We have not been bound to such a thing.
No, and we don't like bindings.
No, everything is an earworm.
We're really loose about this.
We are. We do kind of frivolously throw it around.
Pretty much,
Or-
yeah. We like to dangle these things pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, dirty dangles, boys.
Dirty Dangles boys. She then replied, I'm going to call and sing to you at 3 a.m. when I can't get this out of my head. To which you can go ahead and try. My phone's on silent.
Yeah, mine is too. Sorry.
You can call, leave a message. I don't care.
You're not gonna get it. Oh.
No, you ain't going to get it.
You're not a get through to me. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Oh,
So-
gosh.
Unfortunately, we're not talking about the coronas.
No.
We're not going to talk about the debates.
Mm-mm. But we are going to talk about coffee.
We are going to talk about coffee. Yeah, thank you. I was going to say those exact words
Thank you. I'm glad I could take it right out of your mouth.
right out of my mouth. But you know what you will never take out of my mouth?
A sip of American Pride Roasters coffee?
That's right, because once it hits my tongue, I have to swallow it.
American Pride Roasters coffee. AmericanPrideRoasters.com. If you want the joy of needing to swallow something immediately when it hits your tongue, try some American Pride Roasters coffee today, or try their Boston Tea Party hot teas, which I just bought some.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, that reminds me. I've got to order my coffee tonight.
I did. I ordered it last night.
Ah.
I'm getting the John Adams, which is
Ooh.
the original one, not the Quincy. The John Adams, which is the cardamom and nutmeg.
Cardamom.
Cardamom and nutmeg. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be fabulous.
It's gonna be super.
Wonderful. I got that. I got 3 coffees and some tea.
Gotcha. I'm debating because it's still early. It's not quite warm enough yet.
Yeah.
I might actually get some coffee drops this go around. Because much later, and you can always get the coffee drops anytime, but the further into the summer you get, especially the further south you live, it's going to go from chunks of chocolate to a giant ball.
Yes.
And though it is still good, it is a little bit more cumbersome to eat as you stand in your kitchen and stab the snot out of it with a butter knife.
Or use an icebreaker to like really.
Yeah.
Because you have to put it back in the fridge to cool it down.
Yep. And it has to stay there, you know.
For at least a day.
Yeah, and at that point, it literally becomes a solid blob of amazingness.
But it's so
Problem
good.
is you cannot put the whole thing into your mouth.
No, you can't fit it all into your mouth.
So you have to break it up into the pieces again. And
Correct.
So anyway, yes, go
it's
to
just too
American
big.
It is. It is. That's what she said. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Pick out your flavor of coffee today. No matter what one you pick, you will not be disappointed.
That's correct. American Pride
I don't
Roasters.
care what anybody says.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
And remember, if you, for some goofy reason, don't like it, send it to me, and
Send
I
it
will
to
finish
Dylan.
it off for you.
He will. He will finish it all.
I will drink it all
Yes, he will take it all.
in my mouth,
In his mouth at all times.
and then I'll swallow it.
Peekapoo the Snarky Jackhole over on the Twitters. It's bad enough that you're eating poor turtles. Do you really have to mock it first?
I was see. That's exactly how I was thinking too. I would thought they were, insulting the poor turtle. Look at you! You're not fast enough. Stories are lies. We all know the hare actually beat you.
Right. Lies. You failure.
Your mother doesn't love you.
You're too slow. Just keep on mocking it. Kick it while it's down, buddy. Kick it while it's down.
But then you just get it onto its back and it can't get up.
That's right. Look at you. Need a life alert? Huh?
Yeah, I know. Help me, I'm falling and I can't get up.
You can't even press your life alert because your arms are too short inside of that shell. Ha! James over on the Twitter. Your phone on silent? We can call you anytime? How long before like Dominic is the voicemail is full?
Oh no, I will. Look. For me, I will always check the phone.
I will listen, but understand, anytime you send us a voicemail, it can be played on the air.
Yeah. So
remember that, folks.
Yeah.
And you can always, by the way, you can always call into the show line and leave a voicemail.
Yes.
At any point in time.
The line is not officially open to take calls until Friday.
Right, but you can call it.
Yeah, you can always call it. You can always leave a message, and
we will always play it. If it's appropriate for radio.
If we get enough of them, that might be
a segment.
Something we do on a Friday. Yeah.
When you guys don't actually want to call in, but you want to call in. Yeah,
which is weird. I
don't know. People are wondering why the heck you have a hat on with all the dangles on it.
It's not a dangle. It's the hat. It's
fraying.
It's an old hat.
It's tired. It's worn.
This is one of my favorite hats. So yeah. Matter of fact, the back of it has been super glued because it's the one size fits all. So it's got the little plastic with the teeth.
Yeah.
It had popped out on one end, and so I went and not super glue. I hot glued it.
You had a hot glue on it?
Yep.
So you Jimmy rigged that hat.
Oh, I did.
Oh gosh. Anyway, folks, seems like it's time to hit a commercial break.
I need a haircut. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you do. All right, we'll be right back. days. Actually, I am a fan of Earl Grey tea. It's delicious.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's sad that I know that song. All right. That makes me sad and feel old all at the same time.
Yeah, we're getting older.
Yeah, well. I was just about to start quoting the Black Parade, but no.
I'm telling you, I love that album. It's one of my favorites.
Well, yeah, and that song is pretty good.
Yeah, there's only a couple songs on there I'm not a fan of. But that wasn't the first one of theirs I ever had.
I can't believe you didn't think that I didn't know that song.
I there was a brief moment I completely forgot that.
That my wife was emo?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Was that? You don't know me? Is that what you said? I was like, you don't know me?
Oh, I do actually.
You don't know. You don't know me.
I've seen.
You don't know
I've
if
seen
I got a
pictures. I've heard
gun. You don't know if I got a knife. You don't know. Peanut gallery in the background here.
Yes. Kevin Hutchinson's APR also sells coffee in an EpiPen intravenous injection system.
That's right. All right, we're coming back.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Yes.
Do you like this one?
Let's jam.
Do you like this one? I like this one.
What is that?
That was a I'm too muscular to reach my back.
I got the Tyrannosaur arms. Is that what you're saying?
No. Too much muscle. Too much muscle. I can't. My arms don't go further down than this. That's.
Except for that's not entirely true. Is it?
I can't wipe my butt. That's.
I can't touch my elbows. Oh, welcome to the show. Defenders Live, Mojo 50. Go to mojo50.com. Hit the donate button. Throw $25 or more into that pot, and you will get
Oh.
a very nice shirt.
Oh, what type of shirt?
A limited edition Meatball Army
No.
shirt.
No.
Yes, Rocky Stucci and the Situation Room, Monday through Friday at midnight.
I hear he really likes to sauce it up.
Mm-hmm.
All of the meatballs.
Yes. He covers everything on the spectrum, everything from the aliens to the politics to I'm sure literally everything.
Everything.
You never know what to expect on his show, but you can expect that it is good.
Yeah, that's true. You know what else you couldn't expect most of the time is good?
No.
Usually, you can't expect IRS news to be good.
No, you can't, because the IRS is synonymous with crap.
Yeah, well, IRS is now deferring all of the 2020 tax payments by 90 more days.
Ooh, a whopping 90 days.
A whopping 90 days. They're giving you 90 more days to pay your monies.
Oh, good. Well, that's not just a delight, considering the fact that most people are going to be out of work.
Right.
For a couple weeks to a month.
Right.
And they are going. It's going to be very hard pressed to ever make that up.
Hard pressed. Thank you. Right. And so these people are, they're getting out of work and all the rest of it, and they're saying, well, we're at least going to extend your stuff out at least 90 days.
No. Aren't they a delight?
Yes.
That was the last time I was in DC. I drove by. I was getting kind of a quick tour of that center of town. Drove past the White House and went out there, and
You're having a quickie at the center?
yeah, I drove past the IRS, and I rolled the window down and flipped it off and said some obscene things.
F you.
I did. Of course, I wasn't paying attention to there were people on the sidewalk, and so I think they thought I was talking to them because someone flipped me off and said "F you" back. So, but we were driving, so I couldn't no, it's not you. I'm referring to the building.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not you specifically, but that thing.
that thing behind you.
It sucks.
No.
He's like, yeah, I know. I'm here.
He probably doesn't. You're walking that close to it, you really don't care.
No, you don't.
It's
okay.
I mean,
it's all right.
It is nice. It's a step in that right direction. But I mean, again, there are people who are out of it. I saw today, our very own Governor McCrory has not McCrory, Cooper. I'm sorry.
That's right. Because McCrory's gone.
Yeah, he was last one. He was he was decent. He wasn't great, but he was decent.
We have Coop.
Better than Cooper. Our Governor Cooper has
our very own.
As of today, the restaurants are closed, bars are closed.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowed to go out and do anything.
There's no such thing as bar rescue anymore. Unless you're watching it on replays.
They're trying to do that obviously to try and suppress the spread of
the things that we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, that which shall not be named.
Right, because we don't care.
The funny thing about that though, and I'm going to just bring this part up on it, and we're going to.
All right, and we're going to move.
Yeah, we are going to move. But the only thing that's open is for delivery and takeout. So the restaurants and stuff are still open. People can still go to these things.
Drive through.
Just only for takeout and delivery. So the delivery driver can go to these homes of these people who are
possibly sick,
and then they get to be a carrier and take it back to their co-workers, and then from there get to spread it to every other person that they delivered to that night. And then the people they deliver, the co-workers deliver to, they get to spread it to. It's just
right, exactly. So it's probably not going to be anything good.
No, it kind of is pointless, really.
Yeah. Speaking of things that aren't pointless, care home worker sentenced to hanging for stabbing to death 19 disabled people in Japan.
Damn. 19, you say?
Yeah, very pointed person.
Yeah, he got right to the point.
A Japanese court.
The part I'm intrigued by is that they're hanging him.
Yeah, well, a Japanese court on Monday sentenced a former care home employee to hang for knifing to death 19 disabled people and injuring 24 others. In the deadliest mass attack in post-World War II Japan.
Huh.
Yeah. During the investigation of the trial, Uematsu repeatedly said that he had no regrets. No regrets at all.
No regrets at all,
and was trying to help the world by killing people he thought were burdens. Huh. People he thought were burdens. Where have I heard the term people being a burden?
It does sound a tad familiar, but
really,
I cannot.
I did burdened.
Somewhere in Europe, right?
When you have a court of death and the burdening of, oh gosh, I can't. It's right there.
Well, we'll move on. We'll come back to it later.
We'll circle back, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll come to you.
It'll be fine. Advocacy groups said that the suspect's views reflect a persistent prejudice in Japan against people with disabilities. The trial focused on his mental state at the time of the crimes. Chief Judge Kiyoshi Aonuma dismissed defense's requests to acquit him because he was mentally incompetent due to a marijuana overdose, which you can't have. You can't have an OD of marijuana.
Your Honor, he was ODing on the roofie, on the weed.
Denied.
On the marijuana.
Denied.
I did say roofie. That was not what I meant.
You did say roofie, and that's not. No. Quote, the attacks were premeditated, and the defendant was acting consistently to achieve his goal, Ayanuma said, according to the NHK public television.
He looks like a delight, too. Look at him.
Oh, yeah. He looks like a Japanese Joker.
He does, actually.
Doesn't he, though?
Cheesing and everything. That's
a
a
whole
little
big
weird.
deal. Like, you got me, guys. The crime, which took the lives of 19 people, was extremely heinous and caused damage that is incomparable to any other case. He was quoted by Kyoda News as saying, I find this funny, though, in a lot of ways, because that is an issue in Japan.
Stabbings?
No. Prejudice against anybody who isn't completely fully abled.
Well, when you're an island.
Right.
And
an island among nations.
Yes, and an island to yourself. And you were running out of space. I don't agree with it by any stretch of the imagination.
Right.
Not at all.
Right.
But
right. When you're a socialist nation.
Yeah.
Ran empirically.
Sadly.
You're going to possibly say that we don't really need those handicapped peoples.
We don't need the handicaps. We don't need the elderly.
And as long as it's the government doing it, nobody's going to say crap.
Yeah, because the government hints at it, but, they don't actually do anything. And so I'm going to help the government along. Because why not?
Why not? It's one of the situations that this guy, you know what? He's been taught this. This is something that he was taught.
Yep.
This isn't just a goal of his. This is something that he was told at a young age, and it was constantly pushed by the society around him. The same society that also has vending machines of dirty women's underwear. The same society that has vending machines of literally everything.
Yeah, I was going to say that in all fairness, the vending machine thing, it's actually, it's very disturbing.
But also very handy that you can get pretty much anything out of a vending machine.
Well, I was gonna say that's the best part is to walk around Japan, and you find, like you said, you could find anything in a vending machine.
Everything.
My favorite one, again, this was 20 years ago.
Right.
But my favorite one, about 20 years ago.
Almost.
Was you could get a hot can of coffee and a cold Coca-Cola out of the exact same machine.
That sounds amazing.
It was really cool. So
that
like in the
sounds
wintertime,
amazing.
like it heated up the can, and the coffee was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So I would take and buy like 2 or 3 of them, and I would put the 2 of them into my pockets to help keep me warm, and then I would drink the other one
to help keep you warm.
To help keep me warm, and it was good. It cost like 5 yen each. It was all right.
Yeah, no big deal.
But it was fun. You could, like you said, you can get anything
you want. You got it.
Machine,
baby.
I had fun.
That's good times.
To the vending machines.
Now, speaking of vending machines, I will say, if you want the vending machine of radio, if you want to see all the variety that you can get, you may want to check out mojo50.com.
I may. Are you kidding me? You need to. Like, it is imperative. If it is not bookmarked.
Right. On your page. If it is not on your phone 24/7, something is wrong with you.
Something is wrong with you.
Well, actually, even if it is, something's probably wrong with you anyway. But that's beside the point. It's not not that sort of thing. Mojo 50 is the place for free speech.
Yes.
We have tons of people on here. These people, everybody has a different opinion about everything.
And that's the best part. It's not like some of these other places that you go to and you can listen to from first time of the morning show all the way to the end of the day.
And everybody talks the same crap.
And it's the exact same stories and the exact same viewpoint and the exact same, all of it's the same.
Everything.
It's irritating. Mojo is not that way.
Yes.
Mojo 50 is very different. We're talking various walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
All of us from completely different parts of the country.
Backgrounds.
Different perspectives on life, different belief systems, everything, different special. I would say a specialty, but and then Steve and I have no specialty.
We are especially not special.
We are. We're slot fillers is what we are. We're just kind of here until something better comes along. But there are other people that are way better than us. The Dominic Izzo and the Sam Sorbos and the Watson Prunier and
even the Brad Staggs every now and again. I mean, it's there.
Huh?
Even the Brad Staggs every now and again.
Yeah, the Brad Staggs has got something every now and again, and you got the weekend folks that they don't get near the love that they
deserve, because they deserve a lot of love. And
they do.
They're
the
amazing.
Pat Mooney's and the Bells of Liberty and the Matt Holloways and
all of them.
And Coppins and just so many other people that are on there that I don't even know all of them.
The Whiskeys and all the rest.
If you need to be listening if you're not,
at least listening a little bit every day,
you need to try it.
You're doing something wrong.
Explore a little bit.
Yeah. Go to mojo50.com. Go to mojo50.com or use the iHeartRadio app if you just want to listen to the radio. iHeartRadio, look up the Mojo 50 radio station. It's there online all the time. Something that you don't normally hear, though, is this.
Curfew. I don't like the word curfew. Dad tried to have a curfew for me. I never got past the resentment. But I do believe you'll see more tightening if the numbers don't slow.
Your problems with the curfew. It's the least of your problems, just so you know.
I never fought. You violated the curfew all the time, caused much pain, but that's a different story.
I don't believe in rules. Governor Andrew Cuomo, I appreciate you coming on the show. I love you. I'm proud of what you're doing. I know you're working hard for your state, but no matter how hard you're working, there's always time to call Mom. She wants to hear from you, just so you know.
Yeah, I called Mom just before I came on this show.
It's not what
By
she
the
said.
way, she said I was her favorite.
She never said
Good
that.
news is she said you were her second favorite. Second favorite son,
No.
Christopher.
We both know neither of us are Mom's first or second favorite in the family. I can't believe you're lying to my audience. You've blown the credibility of the entire interview. I should have ended it before.
Second favorite son. Listen to the
I didn't hear
words.
it.
Listen to the
Politicians
words.
are very tricky. You throw a word
Yeah.
in there after the first time you said it, creates a lot of doubt. But I
Not me.
appreciate you clarifying.
Not
it.
me. Straight across the plate.
Stay
Straight
strong.
across the plate.
Stay strong. Stay for your people. And I appreciate you being here. I love you, brother.
You too, brother.
Wow. Oh my God, that was cringeworthy. What the actual hell?
Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart and I want respect.
Oh, that was double the smart.
Curfew.
Oh,
What in the hell?
that was the Fredo brothers.
God. Oh, I know who that was.
Cuomo on Cuomo. Ew.
That does sound bad.
Call Mom. Mom misses you. I'm telling you on national television, call Mom.
Can you imagine how Christmas is for them?
Oh, it's got to be terrible, right?
God almighty. I think I'd rather hang out with Al Gore.
At least then you could fall asleep to his droning.
Right? You have help after you have the belly full of turkey and stuff, and you go sit on the couch. You
Just listen to him drone, and you're like, oh, God.
So... Why would you? That's just embarrassing. To call him out, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's the least of your worries. That's the least of your worries. You caused a lot of problems.
You were the worst son. You were the worst one.
Really? What are we, 12 now?
Yes, we
I'm
are.
gonna
Oh, our fault. Back up.
Uh-huh.
Go with our mistakes, right? Lead with our mistakes.
Okay.
We forgot the Americanuck, Mike Phillips.
I didn't.
Yeah, we
You
did.
just moved on. No, I did not. You moved on, and so I didn't.
Oh, because you went to the weekend shows before even talking about some Mike Phillips. So this is what happens when you start naming names, all right?
I
You
know.
forget one.
Oh, I know.
And it's always the one that's actually pretty cool.
There's so many others that we missed too, and I feel horrible about that, but I tried.
Also,
like I got this, and it went nope.
You're done. Also, Dylan, you're apparently you're violating. You have a level 3 violation of the coronavirus. You're biting your nails and then spitting them out.
I don't care. I gotta. No, my cuticles are ungodly dry, and I'm.
So you're biting them off. I understand.
Yes, I'm literally ripping the flesh from the tips of my fingers.
Because that's the best way to do this.
It is.
It really is. You know, you need to push back your cuticle or just rip them off to make your nails grow longer.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like shaving pube hair to make it look bigger.
Yeah, speaking of pube hairs, Hunter Biden's foreign visit cost the taxpayers nearly $200,000, according to government databases.
Of course it did.
This was a 2013 address to the South Korean students in the elite Yonsei University.
Onsei, dosei?
Yonsei.
Oh. Whatever. I'm so tired of this crap because nothing's happening. Nothing's going to happen.
No. Hunter Biden was actually surrounded by Secret Service the entire time. He is not the president. He is not the vice president. He was not needed to be there.
No.
And there was no reason for him to be addressing people of any sort as any authority other than being the son of Biden. The fact that he not only got like first class trip, but he also took an entourage of enough Secret Service agents to cost us $200,000 in one trip.
Yeah. Because again, when you have the Biden name, you have that attachment to money and wealth and
no, screw you, dude.
And you can do what you want when you want, how you want.
Right, whenever you want.
Mm-hmm. You can get the jobs that you want without actually being qualified for them.
Right. At that time, he was the chairman of the World Food Program USA.
Ooh, well, Lottie effing da.
Yeah, right.
I mean, let's excuse me, sir. You may have my chair. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. So tired of this.
Been given everything.
Entitled little bastards who.
Everything in his life given to him, protected, surrounded. Completely.
Yep.
His dad being literally a 2-bit liar, going back to the point of lying about what his grades were in college and how he settled things in law school.
Yep. Again, the current situation that we shall not name that's going around has pretty much put like the country and the world at kind of a mild reset, as it were.
Well, I mean, the world is a vampire, so.
But with the world being in its little reset, it's only a little one. I really there's a part of me, and I know I'm fully aware of what it would cost in the end, what it actually truly means.
Mm-hmm.
But I really kind of long for an actual hard reset.
Hard reset in the end. Thank you.
Because then it would actually affect these entitled elitist punks who.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it would. Eventually, it will. Seriously, eventually it would.
We would all die before that happens. Come on.
You might. I know. I have a. I'm working on plans actually right now.
Oh God. I don't even want to know.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah. But I'm talking like, Walking Dead type thing where eventually everything just goes back to zero and you're only as good as you are.
I mean,
there's no help from anything. There's no somebody vouches for you. There's no, well, my name gives me this or my daddy is that. No.
You are who you are based on who you are.
Yep. And if you can't survive, then tough noogies.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to be there to bring it back to good. Oh.
I hate you. I wasn't even ready for that.
It's just.
You know what else I was not ready for?
What's that?
And we have to talk about it. We have to mention it because we were told to.
Yeah.
Those of you that may or may not be aware of, haven't heard anything about it at all today.
Because you haven't been listening to Mojo.
Yes, it has come down from the top that MojoCon 2020 has been postponed. Nobody is more devastated about it than me.
Not true.
Pretty
devastated.
I'll argue.
I'll argue. I know you will.
It might be even, but by God, no one's worse than me. No one's worse. We might be even, but no one's worse.
As bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take as bad.
We might be even, but
I'll
you're not worse.
Yeah.
Yes. No, MojoCon into 2020 has been postponed due to that which shall not be named. As Uncle Brad likes to call it, what is it? Who on or what who? I don't know. The yellow spotted fever thingy that he was talking about, the way he worded it.
The Wu-Tang flu.
Yeah, the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, that flu.
The Wu-Tang flu.
The Wu flu.
Just because it's one of those things that, because they're talking about possibly actually canceling flights between states and things like that. And
they want to make sure that everybody can still make it the next time.
Yeah, so it's going to be rescheduled for
sometime in the fall.
Year, God willing.
Yes, in the fall.
Yes, anything that has been put, into it, if you've paid for anything, to go or anything like that, you be expecting a refund. If you got flights or hotels, you might want to look into
getting rid of those.
Yeah, or getting it arranged to where you can, have a standby ticket or whatever to, just kind of as a credit. Most everything will work with you, but
yeah.
In case you weren't aware, MojoCon 2020 has been postponed, not canceled, not completely shut down, just kicking it down the road a little ways.
Right. And Tech-Roo standing up and saying now that actually gives him a chance to attend, unless another furry con pops up in the middle of nowhere. I mean,
well, but I'm going to be at MojoCon whenever it is. I'm sorry, but if you would rather be at a furry con than coming and hanging out with me, sir.
Yeah. Do you want to feel the flesh of an AI?
Right.
Instead of the fur of a faux fur animal?
The faux fur of a furry?
Yeah, the faux fur of the furry.
Look. Being able to touch the actual flesh of an AI.
Right.
I mean, that is the cusp of technology at its finest.
Full technology. You'll get to see how well I have crafted the entire biometric suit.
This is the stuff that will, colonize Mars.
Dreams are made of this.
Right?
Yeah.
Sweet dreams
are made of these.
Who am I to disagree?
That's right. Travel the world in the 7 seas.
Everybody's looking for something?
Mm-hmm. Some of them want to use you, Dylan.
No, I'm not. No, we're not going all the way. Not finishing this. Because I'm not going to pay attention before the music will start playing. I'm like, damn it, we just went through the whole song.
It's true. It's very true.
But yes, it'll be moved. It's being moved to another date.
Yes.
Just be patient. Do what you guys have to do on y'all's end to
take the time off anyway.
Yeah, it'll be reset. As soon as the announcement comes back out, the availability and when it's going to come again, I promise you, we will announce it here.
Yep, just like everybody else should.
We will be there.
Yeah, we will be there.
One way or another, all of our stuff is on hold, and we're waiting for the new date, whenever that will be, and then we will schedule and be there, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, with
all
Bell.
The rest of it.
Yep.
I don't know with Bell. Maybe not with Bell.
No, I'm gonna have a bell.
Okay. Well, that's fine. All right. Let's get to the bell count as it was.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with the bell count grade for the day. March
17th, St. Patrick's Day. Top of the evening to you boys. Today we had 4 missed innuendo bells, 68 actual bells, 3 rim shots, 1 Caribbean Uncle Joe, and 1 doing from the daily. Give us an A for the day. Peace out, boys, and have a happy day.
That's it, guys. This has been Defenders Live, DOAE Show, DOAEshow.com. Go to mojo50.com. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Bye, y'all.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.